All right. Now I think we're cooking. I had to turn my mic on. All right. Now I think we're cooking. I had to turn my mic on. All right. We are live streaming right now. All right. Now I think we're cooking. I had to turn my mic on.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. We're live, so
Okay.
don't say anything
All right.
crazy. We are
Oh,
live
we are live?
streaming right
Yeah,
now.
how the
All right.
Jesus.
Now I think we're cooking. I had to turn my mic on.
That's wild, bro. How you got us live? You ain't got no
Can you hear me,
thumbnails,
sir?
no
Yeah,
nothing.
I
You
can hear
just
you.
said on with the show, huh?
We're live, so
Okay.
don't say
All
anything
right.
crazy. We are
Oh, we
live
are live?
streaming right
Yeah,
now.
how the
Okay, just monitoring this. Thank you. Uh, cuz I'm just trying to get I was trying to get stuff moving. It was on me because I kind of screwed up being a
nah,
goose.
you good, you good. Ripping and running it all morning.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. You got to get out there in these streets. All right.
Me and my wife faked being potential home buyers just to see what they did to our house we sold.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They didn't do shit to that house, bro. They trying to get a grip for it too. That shit crazy.
They just moved right in, and that was it.
Nah, bro. They the only thing they really did was flooring and the kitchen.
Okay.
Everything else was a patch job.
All right. So we're doing this on the fly. Which one? I prepared two lists.
Me too.
The top five villains to root for or bad people to root for, and the top five movies we're looking forward to.
I got both.
Yeah, I had it. I had them written down, and then I wrote them down at work and left them at work. But I do remember them. So, um,
It's, so you didn't do the Harry snatches list, huh?
that's all. That's mental. I know. That's already organized in my head. That's a floating list.
It's ever changing.
Yeah,
Or
it's
you just
always changing. Every person I walk past, I'm like, huh, I wonder.
they got the Brazilian. Oh God, you'll have you sleep on the couch, man. You ain't shit.
Nah, I'll be good.
Oh God, oh, I'm crying right now. That's hilarious. Let me send out the impromptu fucking we lied because this motherfucker just surprised the nigga.
Yeah, I was already, I felt like I was running behind.
Nah, bro, bro. Like my schedule is clear until I think 8 or 9 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
Cause I'm still in the tournament, the Fight Club Weekly. So
How's that
got the
going?
bruh. I think Jet and Agent really don't fuck with me, bruh.
Why they don't not scheduling you for fights?
No, they scheduling me for fights. They just schedule me for fights with killers. Like, bro, I'm supposed to be in the G League. I feel like Coastal Carolina, and only thing I see on my schedule is Alabama, Duke, and the Tar Heels.
He's setting you up.
And Clemson, like, bruh, just powerhouse after powerhouse, bruh. Like, it's like whoever I pissed off, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know who I pissed off, but I apologize, bro. This shit is ridiculous. There. I'll do that. All right. Ooh, God damn it. I did not mean to do that. Here we go. All right. Good grief. This yeah, bro. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who I pissed off. I apologize. It is what it is. We just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I got both lists. Whatever list you want to tackle, we can do that shit. So what we got top 5.
I got the villains thing ready. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. Oh god. Now I gotta carry the show because this dude went to go take a shit. Appreciate everybody pulling up, man. Whether you watch it now or later, we appreciate you. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. On the road, small milestones first. On the road to 100, we had 67. So please help us out. It'd be most appreciated. Damn, that was a quick shit.
Yeah, go ahead and finish saying what you're saying.
No, I said that's the quickest shit you ever took in your life.
No. I had to look outside because FedEx was supposed to be coming, but I saw the cameras going off.
Oh wow. Only thing that happened with me is I fucking not witnessed a murder, but drove past one.
Okay.
This shit was it was some crazy shit. Some chick was fighting with her boyfriend and he shot her in the head.
Damn.
And I drove right past it after the fact. Because I thought it was just a car accident. I seen a car flipped over at the top of a fire hydrant.
But he shot her while they were driving?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I don't think that's
so. Yeah, bro. The eyes still fuck with me because I just see the shit like this. You know, you used to go past a car accident. You trying to see like, is they okay? Is it happen? Mm-hmm. It was too much blood, and I seen the eyes roll back like this. I was like, what the fuck? That shit was crazy.
Damn, I never thought of killing somebody while we were in the car together. That kind of.
You shouldn't think about killing nobody at all. Okay. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like a bad. Like you never do a good. It's not going to end up well.
No, negative at all.
All right. All right. Let's do I guess the villains we root for.
This nigga piecing his list together as we stream.
No, I'm trying to remember them.
This is the most unprofessional fucking nigga. I know you busy, bro. Like we could have waited till 2 till you had this shit together. Because I got my PS5 on right now. Finally got a fucking decent controller that's not gonna Joy-Con drift.
Wait, oh yeah, my controller's doing that too.
No, let me tell you what happened though. The reason why I'm buying this bitch is because Sony said, "Hey, you need to update your controller." I'm like, all right, fine. So I plugged this shit in to update it. Guess what happened as soon as I plugged the shit in?
You break it?
No, it downloaded the drift. It would remind you, it wasn't drifting. It was not drifting before I uploaded that latest software upload. Was at all. I promise you. On my father's grave, bro. Did not do none of that shit. The moment it finished, I fucking said, cool. Turn on the game, and next thing I know, my character is just going constantly to the left for no fucking reason, apparently.
Is there a way to
No.
reset it to like factory settings?
No, I did that shit. It's a button. Matter of fact, because it's the one I just bought. So on any controller, like you see this little fucking, I don't know if y'all can see that shit, but it's a little dot right there. You get a pin, right? And you hold it for 30 seconds, and that's factory reset. I did that shit 4 times. That shit did not help. That shit just kept fucking like leaning to the left.
Damn, that sucks. Those controllers are like $70 too, man.
Bruh, you talking about somebody who was pissed?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. I had one left. The one that's down here is the one that used to be on the wall back here, and I use that for my computer games and shit. Because I go use that for my Steam account. That was the closest one I had to semi working, but it started drifting really bad too. So I got one coming in on Monday. I just left GameStop to buy this fucking new rebuilt pre-owned one. So, and every time I went to GameStop for the past 2 weeks, they said, "Well, we can't. We ain't got no controllers. Even Sony don't got controllers."
I see controllers all the time at the Target near me.
See what you said? You said Target. I said I went to GameStop.
Why'd you go to GameStop?
Because I have fucking store credit with these.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. All right.
And I'm not trying to spend $70 when I could clearly spend 17 after I use my fucking credits.
Okay, that's fair enough. How many GameStops you got in your area?
3, and all 3 of them said no.
GameStop's been hurting lately. You couldn't order off the website and use your credits?
That's another thing. I did that, and it said, "Oops, it's an error. We can't do it."
Oh.
So I just said, "Fuck it. Let me take off the store credit card just to see." Soon as I did that, it charged me. Overdraft my goddamn credit card, so I had to go to my bank account, fucking put that shit in, so it won't fucking fuck up my credit. Oh my god, this shit is so stupid.
Just
fuck GameStop, bro.
What the fuck was that? Oh. Where'd that come from?
The fuck you got going on?
This thing just rolled across my desk. I didn't know what the fuck it was. It's a mic. It's the wind filter for a lavalier mic. That scared the shit. It scared the shit out of me.
Thought you had a beetle in your room or some shit.
I was about to jump up, but then I just looked at it and I was like, "Oh, okay, I see what this is." All right, we are. Let's get cooking, man. It is 1:33 p.m. Right. Feeling good. Oh, how long have I been streaming for?
Feeling good, Reggie Ray.
Looking good, Lewis?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so I'm gonna edit the title. So we're gonna do the villains to root for. Cause I did have some movies, but it's all like weird indie movies. Nothing really spectacular.
Bro, I've been doing this fucking podcast with you long enough to know you're not going to have anything that I'm going to know off rip. So I don't even care no more, bro. Like I go into the mindset with these streams expecting some shit I've never heard before. So it is what it is.
All right, fair enough. All right, let's do the villains then. All right, since you came in after me, I got everything going. You can go ahead and go first.
All right. First of all, appreciate y'all pulling up. Ant the CEO, that's the homie Natick. Who you got? Top 5 villains that we root for. They was right. I don't care what anybody say. They was right. And lists are subject to change. I'm actually thinking of some villains right now.
I'm actually I just added someone else now. That just said it.
So I'm calling an audible off the rip because I just thought of something.
Okay.
And he's my number 5. And it's Killmonger from Black Panther.
Damn, I think I would have put him higher. That's a good one. I didn't even put him on my list, but that's a good one.
Yeah, he could have been number easily 3 or 4, but the it's a reason, it's a method to my madness.
Okay.
So the reason behind Killmonger even being on the list in general is because in my perspective, he had a point. All right. Wakanda, one of the most secluded, powerful nations in the world, was able to, with the technology they had and the abilities they possessed, they could have simply stopped the African American slave trade. They could have stopped Rosewood. They could have stopped a lot of people of their same descent being persecuted and killed across the planet, and they refused to do so. Not only that, this Killmonger's pops got murked and left in the hood to die. So guess what? I don't blame Killmonger. RP Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. He should have stayed dead when he threw him off that cliff. It would have made for a better movie. Marvel would never be the same again. But that's the episode of What If we need to watch. They did it already, but they actually need to do it to where correction, they actually did. But they made it like totally like it was a bad thing that he ended up being in charge anyway, because he was he was power hungry and shit. Yeah. Which yeah, but at the same time, like, you got to think about like his reasonings behind that shit. Like, he had a reason to be that fucked up.
He was pro-black as hell. Like, he wanted to help people, and he knew like the system was engineered to work against the people he wanted to help. So he wanted to take down the system by any means necessary.
Facts.
So, like, yeah, it is a noble cause, because you can't, legislation and all that, you got to go through red tape, and you got performers like, I'm not voting for anything. If you go in and blow everybody up, you ain't got to worry about it. Just get it over with.
And the fact that they built outreach centers in the MCU on that timeline kind of defeats the purpose, because outside of the overall MCU, right? Think about it like this. If it's kind of like parallel to our own reality, they just have superheroes and we don't, then that means everything historically happened in the MCU, which is the slave trade, Jim Crow, the Black Codes, redlining, all that shit that's detrimental to Black people. Even they spoke upon some of that shit in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? Where it was a Captain America before it was Captain America, and it was Isaiah Washington. I think that's what his name was. It was the black dude. If you watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier, it's basically, he was like the first quote unquote Captain America. Treated him like dog shit, bro. Motherfucker come home, he got PTSD. He still got his powers and shit, but he don't got no VA benefits or nothing. He just assed out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so fuck that, man. Fuck that. Killmonger should have let Killmonger wreck shop. He was not in the wrong. And the more I think about that movie, the more I wanted him to win.
Yeah, fair enough. He definitely should have. I think that they just Wakanda wanted to live that outside life, and like, hey, we're not going to do anything with the world. The world's not going to do anything with us. We're just going to have our little utopia, and then, but you can't interact with the world and then remove yourself from the world. That's kind of selfish, especially when you have all this cool stuff and you got a goddamn superhero. Like, what? Why even have the Black Panther? Like, everybody thinks Wakanda is like just a little desert or something. Like, what do you need the Black Panther for if you ain't going outside of Wakanda and doing shit?
They already had spies everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So the fact remains, they was in key positions across the planet to make differences, to help people, and refused to do so.
Yeah.
That was Killmonger's whole point. Like, bitch, like y'all let George Floyd get his damn neck broke by the police. Y'all could have been done.
Yeah.
Y'all could have done something. But
I want to watch Wakanda Forever again. Might have to run those back.
I'm good on that movie. That shit was a tearjerker. That shit was.
Yeah, I cried. I cried a little bit.
But like I said, like they could have just recast. But that's another discussion for another stream. Yeah. So.
My number 5 for villain to root for. It sounds weird because you grew to hate this person, but he was such a charming individual. Like, you kind of like, all right, this guy's cool, but he's a piece of shit. I'm talking about Alonzo from Training Day. Like, I kind of wanted him to get the money. I was rooting for him to get the money to get to the Russians, but then it got to the point where he was like, he was robbing Macy Gray. He was getting,
you ain't no police. You ain't no police.
He was getting Hoyt to smoke dust. He took him to the Mexican, like, dude, like, there was so much shit you didn't have. You killed your homie that fucking, like, you could have asked him, yo, let me get a mill from you. I got you back. I just got to pay off these Russians. You know, you killed your friend and then try to justify it. He sold drugs to school children. Nigga, what? Why were you over his house laughing and drinking with him 20 minutes ago?
That's the game. See, I can tell right now you didn't pay attention to that movie. Like, that's the game. He playing the long game.
No, I know.
You know
I know. But that's like, he's a real piece of shit. But I really wanted to see him get that money to the Russians just to see what would happen.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up. Like, the ending to the movie was because he was at the light. He was like, hold up, this shit don't feel right. This chick just this white chick at 2:00 in the morning just smoking a cigarette and the light turned green and you ain't going. You just gonna stay stopped here with me.
Yeah, he died. Yeah, he died a horrible death too. But yeah, you don't fuck with the Russians, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted him to see. He was doing too much at one point, man. He was just, bro, you could have just got the money and been gone, but you couldn't stop doing other shit.
Yeah, he was wild that whole movie. But I loved him for it though. Like,
he never hurt an innocent person.
Nah. He did. Like, everybody he crossed was in the game.
Yeah, he helped he beat up those junkies because they were attacking that little girl. Well, Coit beat him up, but Alonzo was like, "You want to go to jail? You want to go home? Let me just hit you in the nuts with this gun." What the fuck? Yeah, but yeah, he never really hurt any innocent people, which was cool. So, charismatic, exploitive, dastardly, but I wanted to see him get that money to the Russians. And that's my number 5.
R.I.P. Alonzo Harris. Yeah, I gotta watch that shit again. That shit's a classic. All right, my number 4. Fuck it. Magneto from X-Men and X-Men 97.
Okay. That's a fair one.
Just because, same thing as Killmonger, as y'all can see, is kind of a theme with my shit. The funny thing about Magneto is based off of Malcolm X originally. Stan Lee, when he depicted the X-Men, he wanted the duality of the conflict that was happening in the real world, but he couldn't do that without getting canceled by his publisher. So he said, okay, I'm going to make some white dudes, and we just going to call the black people mutants. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have a black mutant inspired by Malcolm X, and I'm going to have another one inspired by Martin Luther King. One wanted to live peacefully with the humans and coincide. The other wanted freedom by any means necessary.
Yeah.
And that's why I fuck with Magneto, because Magneto was with the shits.
Yeah.
And honestly, at one point, Magneto and for spoilers, but at this point, everybody should have seen X-Men 97. All right. But I'm not gonna spoil the end of the series. I'm just gonna talk about like the midpoint of it. He really well put it like this. The premise of X-Men 97 is it started right where the original ended because everybody thought Charles Xavier died. So he bequeathed the Xavier Institute to Magneto. All right, that's one. Two, Magneto was trying to do right by Charles by saying, okay, I'm going to take care of the students. I'm not going to go to war with humans. I'm going to do everything you said. Fast forward. No, I'm not going to spoil it, but just to say none of that shit panned out. And just like, what was that episode? I think it was another MCU property, Hawkeye.
Okay.
He was taking a piss or something, or he was drinking some coffee, and the mug said Thanos is right.
Oh,
everybody
geez.
said Magneto was right towards the end of that fucking series.
I agree with him. I believe he did have some valid concerns because those people were never going to let up.
No, they
they were just super racist the entire time. You had like Congress coming after you, like trying to legislate laws against you, and Magneto was like, dude, they're never going to stop coming after us. We have to stop them by any means necessary. There is no cooperating with them.
And they kept like finding ways to fucking like fuck with them like every time or eradicate them in general. And that's what happened with that's why I'm like, damn, I wanted Magneto to just succeed, bro. Cause they like at the end of the day, bro, like they wasn't fucking with nobody. Like, think about this. Like how helpful mutants would be in this society now, right? Like not even on a grand scale. Let's just dumb it down to like specific menial tasks like around the house. Imagine if you had the powers of Jean Grey and it's 102 outside and you don't feel like cutting the grass. You just in your chair going like this.
Yeah.
Making the lawnmower move and shit. Still enjoying your mojito and shit and not getting fucking burnt to a crisp outside.
Well, I mean, it's just it just reflects society as it always been. Like you hate the mutants, but if they saved you from something, you're happy that, Storm came through. It just like in the 50s, 60s, all that Jim Crow era, we hate Negroes, but their music is good and they're really good at sports, but we hate them, but we enjoy the one thing that we put value on that they can do for us, but we don't consider them human. And it's like that today with South Americans, whatever. You can't be racist against South Americans and Central Americans and hate and be like, I'm going to eat some Mexican food. You can't be at a Mexican restaurant saying you hate Mexicans.
Shit.
But people do though, and that's like the stupidity of it. Like you don't hate these fucking people. You're just all riled up on rhetoric.
It's not let's be honest. That side loves everyone's culture. They love everything about their culture. They just don't like the people that comes with that culture.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to put it. Like
that's it. Like, that's exactly. It doesn't make sense, but it's not supposed to make sense because it's completely not rational at all.
You love hip hop. You love jazz. You love R&B. You love soul. You love fried chicken. You love sweet potatoes. You love greens. You love yams, mac and cheese. You love you love the vernacular, the fashion. You love all that shit. But if you could just delete the people,
you just don't want it living next door to you. That's what it is.
Yeah, if you could just control, alt, delete the people that comes with that culture.
Crop you out. Yes. Just keep everything else. Just crop.
Yo, photoshopping black people out of hip hop is wild, but all right, that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, I
And
like.
that's it.
Yeah, they love you for what you can do as long as you're doing something for them. But your existence is it's seen as a threat because if it came down to equality, a mutant's going to be better at you than certain tasks. You know, Rogue is super strong. If it's up to you and her, and you guys are working at a construction business, she's going to get the job before you, and so you got to find some type of way to make it feel like they're stealing the job from you. So you got to develop a hatred for them in some capacity. Where in the end, it's just entitlement. If you're lifting 50-pound bags of cement, it should go to the strongest person. Yes, that's just
But
basic.
but seeing it, that's facts. You nothing wrong. I agree with everything you just said. But let's remove, and we get off at a tangent, but let's remove mutants from the equation for right now and apply it to real world right now. So all the people that hate the other side saying they stealing our jobs and shit, if you think about it, they're not. It's really corporations developing machines that could do the work of 10 people.
Yeah.
Now
Automation.
Yeah. So you can. That's why if you look at like places like Detroit and shit, who always have a downfall because
The auto
it's
industry.
based off that shit.
Yeah.
And it went from the assembly line to like now one dude operates 10 machines that did the work of 15 people.
Yeah.
And you can't get mad at a specific race because they're not the ones taking your job. It's the big corporations who just trying to find more ways to have profit and shit. And that's what it looked like in X-Men 97. It's like, okay, a mutant could do the work of 50 men, but why are you mad at that one mutant? They had no choice in the matter.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
They just was born with a gift.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. How about you and them 50 dudes that got fired? How about y'all develop a business, hire some mutants, and then don't have to do that shit. Simple, but
it's capitalism, bro. Your
Yeah,
job
it's
wasn't
chips.
stolen. You just got beat out for a job. That's it. Get your
Facts.
weight up. Plus, it's automation's killing everything. It's going to kill everything. You go to the supermarket or Target or Walmart. There's no cashiers anymore.
No.
Like everything is like ring out. I know there was like a mutiny at the Target near me. Everybody waited in line for the cashier. They was like, no, we're not doing self-checkout. We're not. And everybody just kind of banded together and did that. And they eventually had to get more cashiers. They opened like 4 more lanes up. Like, dude, I got to pay for the shit and scan it out myself and take it to the car. So,
I'm saying, bro. At the same time, like I understand self checkouts, but only time I really like self checkout if I got like no more than 10 items. I could boop, boop, and get out of there. But if I got 10 items and if I'm standing behind you and then you trying to get your WIC check together or trying to do your taxes and some shit, nah, I'm gonna be upset.
That's always the case, yeah.
It's always that one person trying to dig through their damn purse and shit, find their goddamn food stamps and shit. And I'm not knocking nobody who use food stamps. All right?
Oh no, it's not the point of it's not the food stamp. You're unprepared.
Get that shit together while you're waiting online like everybody else, bruh. Why are you waiting when you're talking to the cashier to try to count out $120 worth of food stamps, my nigga? They don't even give you stamps no more. They give you a card.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to. You should have it ready when you step up to that register. Bing, bing, bong.
No, it'd be the ones with the cashier checks that fucking hold up the line, and then they got to get the manager, and then they have to call the bank while they at the register to get approval from the bank to cash this shit so they can pay for the food. My bad, I had a whole flashback and shit. But
It sounds like it.
It's a whole annoying ordeal, but yeah, that's my number 4, Magneto.
Okay.
We said all that just to say that. My bad, y'all. Shit.
All right. So my number 4, from a very popular TV show, that was on, was it AMC? Yeah, it ran for 5 years. They ended it. This person died in the end. Spoiler alert, but it's like 11 years old. former cancer survivor, then died by cancer, Walter White. He went in, as with anybody that sells drugs, he went in with good intentions, and then the money gets to you. It's so much money when you can make your own drugs. So it's like,
Hold on, get it right, bro. It's not Walter White. Fucking
it's
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg. You goddamn right. Yeah, Walter White, aka Heisenberg. Uh, yeah, I liked him as a villain. When did he actually become a villain?
I
Probably
want to
not.
say at the start of season 2.
Okay. Yeah, because in the first season he was still just a bumbling teacher. He did kill that guy, Crazy Eight, that tried to stab him. But like anything he did was out of necessity, and then it became a point where he was like actively asking for people to be killed or stopped or stuff like that. Um, I liked Walter White. Everybody hates his wife in the show. They think she's the villain. She's probably the only sane person in the entire show. Yeah, I would think so. She's like worried. Her brother-in-law is a psychopath DA agent who's racist, says a bunch of racist shit to his partner. His wife's a kleptomaniac. Like everybody around them, Jesse was a former junkie. But yeah, Skylar was the only one that wasn't really bad. She seemed bad because she was going against the main character of the show in later seasons. But yeah, Walter White, my number 4 for villains you want to root for.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Just because I fuck with Walter. Walter. Well, I need to actually go and watch that entire fucking season because I missed a bunch of episodes.
I don't know if it's still on Netflix.
I don't even think it's
It's still on Netflix.
Yeah, I gotta watch that shit because that shit was dope, bro.
Yeah, he went. I liked how you just went from this bumbling high school teacher, that's like, damn, I got a baby and I can't pay for fucking anything. Let me make drugs with my former student. And
Bro, that dude was a fucker.
Yeah, Jesse Pinkman was a fucking moron. Aaron Paul did a hell of a job playing him because he made him. You'd be like sympathetic, but then you'd hate him like 2 minutes later because he was so like cocky about things. Yeah,
You just reminded me of something too. Go ahead, my bad.
Go ahead.
Nah, I was going to hit an audible because I know who's going to be my number 3. I know who we on.
Okay.
Who we on right now. My number 3. He went out bad. Spoiler in the in his final season. The undisputed king of LA, Franklin Saint. Let's be honest. Franklin was a fucking bad guy.
Oh,
so cracked
from
Snowfall.
Yeah.
Franklin sold drugs to the community, bro. At no point is that a good person to look up to.
No.
So he's on the villain list of the bad guys. But at the same time, you wanted to see him win. He just
he made a lot of dumb moves.
Bad. He went out bad. Like his fucking his mom's though, that was the one that just kept pissing me off. His mom's and then his aunt.
Oh yeah, his aunt and uncle were fucking dickheads, man. They were really fucking stupid.
Because he really didn't start it out as a villain. Like he started off as like somebody. I think he didn't get into the college he wanted to, so he was just selling weed at the time. He came across a come up. His homie was trying to start a war with the Mexicans, and to prevent the war, he had to kill them. And you see the change going into the second season, because towards the end of the first season, he didn't really embrace his villainy until he got put in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he, because they was whipping his ass in jail, and then he walked up to the dudes like, hey man, you know when I found you out what about your mom Teresa that stay on 59th and Grand, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
They just kept getting worse and worse. Like season, what was the last season? Season 5 was the last season.
Season 5, yeah.
Oh, he just the most iconic interaction was him and his boy in the car when he hit him with the "I built this shit, me, brick by brick," and I'll be damned if I let you tear it down, all because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
And he's British too.
Yeah, bro. Yo, what is up with these British actors, bro?
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Like, what's up with these British dudes just coming over here and sounding more American than the Americans?
Uh-oh. The mutant. It sound like you're starting to sound like you're saying subbing that word in for mutants.
Bruh, I'm just saying, like, cause they just different, bruh. They really just different. They come over here for the longest, I thought Idris Elba was from Baltimore.
He is a good actor. He's just a good actor. You'd never know he was British.
I guess so, bro.
Wait,
he killed it.
I did know who he was before The Wire because he did some songs with Ninth Wonder. His songs are good too. He makes good music. It's like soul music. Well, if you messing with Ninth Wonder, soul music, but yeah, he goes by King Drees.
So that's my number 3.
That's a good number 3. All right. For my number 3, looks like we're picking a lot of drug shows. My number 3 I wouldn't even say he was a villain. Well, he was a villain to villains. Yeah, I think everybody was scared of this guy. He had an iconic entrance. Pretty much like the ice cream truck coming to your neighborhood. Everyone would scream this person's name and run in fear if you were in the game. I'm talking Omar Little from The Wire. Who was
Omar Summit.
Omar was a righteous, he was like a samurai almost. Like he was righteous in his duties. He didn't hurt innocent people. He would never he wouldn't steal anything from an innocent person. If you weren't in the game, you were cool. And I did watch like one of those flashback episodes when they showed Omar when he was young, and they like robbed a guy sitting at the bus stop, and the guy was like, "Man, we took $12 from a working man. Let's give him the money back." And his buddy was like, "No." And young Omar, put a gun to his friend's face. Was like, "Give him the money back." Like he was never a bad guy. He robs drug dealers. So like, in the grand scheme of things, he's not really a bad person.
I can't get mad at that, bro. That's the best definition of this list is Omar from The Wire. I am so mad I didn't think about that shit. Because he said, I don't, they're not in the game, yo. You know what I'm saying? He has so many iconic lines in that TV series. Yeah. Hey, babe, when you coming at the king, you best not miss.
Yeah, he was like a samurai.
He was a rodent that stuck to a code.
Yeah.
And he was consistent in every season.
Yeah, so that's my number 3, Omar Little from The Wire.
That's dope. Damn, man, I'm mad I didn't think of that shit. Fuck it. I'm gonna keep the theme going. Because I just thought about one. And hold up, let me check this list real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna say that for my number 1. Yeah. So my number 2, we're on 2 right now.
You're doing your second one.
Go going through this list. My number 2 is Marty Bird from Ozark.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. I didn't even think of that.
Because he tried so hard to initially just to save his family. He was laundering money to keep his family safe. And remind you, this is a family that one abused him, his wife cheated on him with his best friend / lawyer. His kids wasn't shit. No, look, before I even continue, his son, that's the only one out throughout the entire series I was hoping they kill.
Jeez.
He got on my nerve so much during that season, bro. Especially the final season. I was like, please, if anything, let Wendy Bird die and let Jonah Bird die. Those are 2 birds they could have got out of the show. Cause they was getting on my last nerve. Ruth was a stand-up motherfucker. I promise you.
Oh, Ruth was the shit. Ruth was cool as fuck. She wasn't a bad person either. She grew up with a shitty fucking dad, and she was just trying to do what was right for her family. That's
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and Marty was like the glue. They try to keep them all out. Like the fact that the crazy thing about it, you see the progression in every season where he never just killed anybody out of just pure malice or just pure business, which made business-wise would make the most sense.
Right.
He tried to do everything he could to keep murder off the menu. And then like his family or his sons just be fucking up some shit, and then he has no choice but to do that shit. And like I think out of all the people that got killed by him was honestly purely out of self-defense.
Ozark. It's on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I might have to start over. Oh, 4 seasons. Okay. I might have to start over on that one.
The first season was really slow. It was like a whole buildup. The second season got into the shits. Third season was fucking dope. Fourth season really dope. I kind of like how they ended it, but like I said, key characters that I cared about died. I hate when that shit happens.
Okay.
And it's the characters that didn't die is the one that pissed me off. Like I said, and like I'd be honest, like Wendy and Jonah, they could have got out of here. Like I wanted them to go so bad. But Marty throughout the whole series, that's the one I was rooting for to like just find a way to come out on top. Like don't get killed, get your bread, smart, calculated, did everything he could to just keep the money flowing and don't have as many bodies as his employers wanted him to have. So that's why I say, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that again now because the last thing I remember seeing is when they were on. I think he tried to buy the clubhouse or something. It was like for the tourist. Damn it.
That's season 1. That's season 1.
That was only season 1 when he bought. Was that the lake?
Yeah, he bought the lake, not the lake house, but it's like a rental boat house.
Yeah, it was the one that was like a restaurant or something, right?
Yeah, that's season 1.
Okay, and then I remember I like this lady. She seems so nice, but she looks like she fell asleep in a gravel driveway. Oh man, what's this lady's name? She always plays a really homely person. Lisa Emery. She was in True Blood too. She was like a mom wolf. But it was her. It was her and her husband. Like she's a nice lady. Like her normal look is she looks good.
Darlene Snell, I hated her, bro.
Yeah, it was him and and her husband. They were like selling heroin or something off the lake or something.
Yeah.
So that's the last thing I really remember. But I mean, at this point, I might as well just dive right back and start at the beginning because it's not that much up to catch up with. It's 4 seasons. She's 72. Go ahead, girl. You got it. All right, Marty Bird.
Yeah. No, that's my number 2.
Why did they ever say why he started to launder money for the drug cartel?
Well, his employer, because he was with uh he was an accountant for I think a real estate firm, either a real estate firm or a law firm, and he one of them people that's like the accountant, like over
Okay.
Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
that's like really good with numbers. So he seen the error, and then come to find out, it wasn't the money laundering that was the problem. It was the fact that his employers were skimming money from the cartel. When the
Oh,
cartel
okay.
found out
I'm looking at the
the
okay.
synopsis.
Yeah, Bruce Lydell. That was his partner. He
Hmm.
was skimming money. Bruce and the trucking company owners moved the cash, skim 8 million. Okay, so Marty didn't know anything about it.
Mm-mm.
They were stealing, and then I guess it went out like he checked the numbers, and then they gave it to him, and then that's when they were taking the money.
Yeah.
Oh.
So in order for him not to get killed or put in the damn car compressor with the rest of his goddamn team, he screamed out, 40 million. He's like, what? 40 million? I can get you 40 million in a year. And then from there, he just spent his whole fucking life just trying to get back the money for the cartel and ended up making them probably like 10 times as much. Like, and like, truth be told, like Wendy, like she was clutch because Marty was good with the numbers, but Wendy was good with the political aspect of it because she used her political connections to get certain contracts and
Oh, the casino. They were trying to get the casino built.
yeah, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's because of her.
Yeah,
So
she was a fork tongued devil, man. She was just as bad as Marty. Like,
see, but the thing is with between the two though, Marty was trying to get out the game. Wendy was loving that shit.
yeah, she
And that was the problem, and that's why I was like, oh man, bruh, please kill everybody in that entire family, but fucking Marty and the daughter was naive as fuck. So
she's a dumb teenage girl. She don't know
yeah,
anything. She's just trying to have fun and just live her life. The Snells, that was it. Yeah. Okay, that was only season 1. Well, damn, I'm way behind. I just remember they bought a strip club and they had the boat house thing with the bar in it, and I remember that other lady that was like the bartender there, and I remember Ruth being a badass. Okay, that was your number 2.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so my number 2 is, I think it was from a Netflix official movie, and it's actually like a combination of two people that come together to make a villain, because uh the villain is actually the father of this person. So there's a movie that came out in 2020 during the pandemic. I remember watching it when we weren't doing anything at work. Starring Rosamund Pike as Marla Grayson, some hot Spanish chick, Isa Gonzalez. But the real star of the movie, the person you root for, is the evil Russian mafia boss, Roman Lunyov, and Jennifer Peterson.
What's the
So
name of this movie?
look, I care a lot. So let me tell you. I'll tell you the quick read the synopsis for you real quick. All right. So Rosamund Pike's character, she runs like one of these home care businesses. So she's
I
actually
seen that shit.
corrupt. Yeah, she's crooked as shit. And she has like an N with the like this nursing home. So they funnel all these old people into this nursing home, then steal all their assets. So she does it to one lady, and apparently that lady was not who she thought she was. She was actually the mother of a crime boss who went to go see his mother, and she wasn't home. And so for the next 2 hours, They're trying to find this Rosamund Pike character and murder her and ask him what the hell happened to her mother. This movie, I hate Rosamund Pike. I didn't want her to win in this. Marla Grayson, I wanted her to be killed immediately. But I did like the old lady who was pretty cool. And I love Peter Dinklage is a great actor. He played Roman Lunyov, so he's the main villain. Quote. Well, everybody's the villain in this because nobody's a good person.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah,
Facts.
if you want to hate a person, that is that's a good movie to watch. It's on Netflix. It's
a really good movie.
It's really good.
I seen it, bro. Like I remember this. I didn't when you named the Peter Dinklage character. I didn't realize until I actually pulled up the because I got Google up right now, and I seen it. Like, yeah, this is a good movie, bro. This is a real good movie. I'm glad she got her comeuppances at the end. Spoiler. But you have to. For those who's watching this now, the homie Natic is correct. I cannot recommend this movie enough. It is a real crime thriller with a lot of twists and turns, and it's great writing. Great writing in this shit.
Great acting, dude. The dickhead lawyer that they send to go talk to Marla. He's cocky as fuck. And he's like, hey. All right, so look, we'll give you. I don't want any of your business. Give me the old lady back, and I'll toss you $250,000. And she's like, oh, if you can give me that much, I want more. And he's like, you don't know who you're fucking with. She's like, well, I guess I did. She was so fucking cunty. Oh my god, dude, I wanted her dead so bad. But yo, so the movie's only 3 years old, so I'm not going to spoil it because it kind of flew under the radar. Because during when the lockdowns, the pandemic, all that shit was happening, there was a lot of shit being thrown at you, and this kind of went under the radar. And I just saw it on Netflix one day, and I just turned it on when we were just sitting at work in our conference room, and dude, everybody was just glued to the fucking TV, like it was that awesome.
I think hold up, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's where I remember her from. She was from Gone Girl. She was a crazy bitch from Gone Girl.
She plays the greatest crazy lady ever.
Gone Girl? I don't know. Matter of fact, honorable mention because she was crazy. She was a bad guy in that shit too. But Ben Affleck was a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he was but I mean, he had what was her name? Mia Karlafika, whatever that girl name is with the awesome breast.
Yep.
What's her name?
Mia Khalifa?
No, not Mia Khalifa.
You talking about in the movie?
Emily Ratajkowski, the model. She's a model.
Yes, I googled her just now.
Yeah.
But yes, she was in Gone Girl. She played crazy. She plays crazy really well.
Yes.
To the point where I don't want to meet her in real life.
Nah, I'd swing on her.
Yeah, bro.
Because that's how good she was in that movie, where you actually hated her. That's how you know somebody's a damn good actor.
Bruh, for real. Because she killed that shit. Me and my wife was just screaming at the TV at one point. I swear, bro, that shit was pissing me off. Okay. That's your number 2?
That was my number 2.
Damn, good number 2, bro. Good number 2. All right.
I got a lot of good honorable mentions.
All right. Oh, I don't got the drum sound here, but all right. We at number 1. And my number 1, bad guys you like to root for. R.I.P. first and foremost. Played one of the most iconic villains in movie history to the point where nobody still has come close to this portrayal.
Okay.
and that's Heath Ledger as the Joker.
I knew you were going for that. Rest in peace, Heath. Go ahead. Tell us why.
Bruh, the older when you younger, you remember the Batman animated series.
Mm-hmm.
You always like, hey, Batman stopping the bad guys. Yeah. You get older and you start looking at, especially when this movie comes out, you start looking at the world from the Joker's perspective. Maybe he had a point. Matter of fact, the Joker was a better hero than Batman because he single-handedly got rid of the entire crime syndicate by himself.
Okay.
Because I'm just think about it. For one, Gotham was known as a corrupt city. Everybody was under the Falcone in Falcone's pocket.
Right.
The Joker was robbing mob banks. He literally said, I think the city deserves a better class of criminal. And I'm going to give it to him.
Damn, that's pretty fair, man. Because yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, this like crime, this legalized crime has to be annoying to like a stick up kid or something because legalized crime, it's so blatant and in your face. Like when the congressperson's trading stocks, like, yeah, we shouldn't stop trading stocks. It's the free market. We get tips. Yeah, they tell us we're insider trading. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Oh, we make the rules. Like it's so blatant and in your face. Like it feels more violating than if someone just ran up on me while I was in my car and said, "Give me your phone and your money."
Because at least if they done that, you have a better chance of prosecution or them getting caught than somebody who's doing insider trading, making billions of dollars and never getting fucking prosecuted because they got the okay from somebody.
Yeah, and they have the law on their side. All that corrupt Chinese businessman from Dark Knight, he ran up a global empire, and he could just come and go as he pleases. He's laundering money, laundering drug money. And nobody's going to do anything for him. He'll just pay off judges. He paid off the cops like everybody's paid off. So he can operate with impunity.
When this man, I was rooting for him the whole movie, bro, because he killed that shit. This, like I said, RP Heath Ledger, man. The fact that he got so immersed in the role that it actually literally drove him insane, and he died from a overdose of pills because he got so entrenched in the character.
Mm-hmm.
Shows how committed he was to the character. The thing about the Joker is that like he didn't kill no kids in the movie, but he had a monologue during the hospital scene where he said, now, if I just want to say, if I'm going to blow up a bus full of military personnel, nobody bats an eye. But if I just want to kill one little there, everybody starts losing their minds.
I gotta watch that again too.
He's like, I just scheme the schemers, and I just take what they want and I turn it all on them. I fucking love that nigga, bro. He kept it a hundo. Like he didn't lie to Harvey Dent. He said, "Do I look like a man with a plan? I'm like a dog chasing the car. I don't know what I do if I can't."
Yeah, dude, like, I gotta watch that again.
That was Falcone's men that did that shit.
Damn, that's a good number one. I like that.
Bruh, I'm telling you, like the Joker is iconic for multitude of reasons. That's the main reason that he broke down like why he doing what he did. Like, and this reminds you don't get no backstory on the character. You don't know like his motives really, other than Alfred saying like some people just want to see the world burn. and that's a good enough attitude for me because sometimes the world is so fucked up. You need to just burn the shit down and start over.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. So shout out Heath Ledger, R.I.P. the Joker, #1 villain. That's who I rooted for.
Okay. I like it. All right, on to my number one. This guy was a beloved villain, actually, but he never really. There was two sides to him. He had a good guy side and a bad guy side, and he was the ultimate villain because he was a sociopath that could switch between them seamlessly. I'm talking drug distributor Gustavo Fring, played by the great Giancarlo Esposito. Gus Fring was the
good shit.
He built a fucking laundromat over top of a drug manufacturing facility. That is fucking brilliant. And I wanted him just to succeed. Like, he wasn't a bad employee. He offered Walt a lot of money. Walt will start feeling himself too much. Dude, he ran a nice business. He was respectful to his employees. He loved the customers. He was donating food to the police. He was hiding in plain sight. That Gus Fring was the man. And he only got mad if you weren't good to him. As long as you were decent and chill, he never had a problem with you.
Damn.
That's my number one. All right. Damn. I know you got to have a lot of honorable mentions. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4.
I think I got around the same number. No, I got 4. I got 4. Because a lot of this shit, you just reminded me of shit. I just switched my list on the fly. So
okay,
all these things are gonna be my honorable mentions. You want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
Go ahead. You go first.
All right. So started off Alonzo Training Day. All right. Scarface. Okay, I reloaded. And Bill the Butcher.
Oh, that's a good villain. Wait, you were rooting for him?
Yeah.
To do what?
To win. He wasn't a bad guy. He was a racist piece of shit.
Which makes you a bad guy.
But at the same time, you got to look at his motives. Like, he's one of those cranky old motherfuckers that didn't want change.
Right.
But at the same time, he, like, as long as you pony up to him, shit, he respects you. Look at Leonardo DiCaprio's character. He hated the Irish. Leonardo's character was Irish, but he paid his dues and he treated him like a son.
Okay, fair enough. He's one of the good ones.
Go ahead, bro. One of the good ones.
Okay. Who else did you have?
That's it.
Okay. My honorable mentions. I got Thanos in here because he did have a point. I added that after you said that because people have just drained this damn place dry. They will. I have Howard Ratner from the movie Uncut Gems. If you've never seen that, Adam Sandler's character was such a fucking like scumbag idiot. But I wanted him to win the bet because he had everything riding on this fucking this stone coming true, and everybody was shitty to him. Kevin Garnett was shitty to him. Lakeith Stanfield was shitty to him. His father-in-law was shitty to him. Like, everybody hated him. Also, I have Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men. I just wanted him to get the money and get the fuck out of there. He really wasn't hurting anybody. Like, even the lady that was sassy to him at the front desk, like, he gave her grace. Like, he didn't want to do anything to her. But he did check the shit out of that dude that at the gas station that was asking him how he was doing. He's like, what's the weather like? He's like, what the fuck you mean what the weather's like? And he just went off on that dude. If they just gave him the money, he would have been gone. That's it. That's all he was there for. And my controversial one, I wasn't really cheering for this person, but I wanted to see more of them in the movie. Uh, I'm
Don't
gonna
say that loud.
I'm gonna have to say so. I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer in this. It was so wonderfully acted. You know, I'm about to say something crazy. It was so wonderfully acted. I just wanted to see more of this person in the movie.
You about to say the dude from Inglourious Bastards, ain't you?
Yes.
How I fucking knew. Like, I fucking knew it.
I don't. Not because he's a Nazi, but I was trying to build.
We don't condone Nazis.
Yeah, I don't condone Nazism. I was about to say, but no, I don't condone Nazism. And Christopher Waltz played such a psychopath where he was like Gus Fring, where he would just be on this wave where he's like so up and happy, but he's like behind his eyes, he's a crazy person. Yeah, he's like a crazy son of a bitch, and it was like I just wanted to see more of him in the movie. I didn't really want him to succeed. That's why I didn't put him in my top 5. I just wanted him to be. I liked his presence in the movie because everything. He was speaking German, French, Italian, English, like everything, and like he was a real charismatic guy.
Yeah, that opening monologue in Inglourious Bastards is probably maybe top 5 monologues all
Yeah,
time. That
Tarantino's a beast, man.
We might have to do a list on that.
Yeah,
Like
monologues.
Yeah, because so people don't respect the monologues, bro. Like how he just
it takes a lot.
If he said how he compared, like, again, we do not condone Nazism on this show. We just talking about a movie. How he compared Jewish people to rodents.
Yeah,
he said
that was the propaganda.
That was crazy, bro. He killed that role.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oscar?
I think he did.
I think he won for that shit. Probably. He might have won for that. If not for that, I know I think he won for Django.
He was good in Django too.
Yeah, but he was better than Inglourious Bastards. He was way better.
Filmography, career. Did he win any? He won the Best Actor at the Cannes Awards in 2009. Best Supporting Actor, 67th Globe Awards, and the 16th Screen Actors Guild Awards. Following month, he won the BAFTA for Best Supporting Actor and won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Jesus. Tarantino's writing fucking Oscar-winning pieces. That's crazy.
Yeah, they go to. I think when me, you, and Sin did top 5 filmmakers. Like we named Tarantino.
Everybody put Tarantino. My Tarantino's my number 1.
And Sin was like, yeah, we at the end of the day we gotta respect his pen. The shit that he be writing.
Dude, it's got bars, man.
You gotta respect his pen.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good list. Good list.
Yeah, that's you got a good list too, man. Some people I didn't even think about. Yeah, Killmonger, man. I was like, man, I like Chadwick Boseman, but Killmonger's got a fucking point, man. Like, and this was like right. Black Panther came out right before the country went to shit. They came out 2018.
So even makes his point more valid. It makes Killmonger's point more valid because even the introduction of him was like, yeah, this art piece right here was from Kenya or some shit. He was like, nah, it's from this dynasty and it's Wakandan, and like I'm taking this home. He's like, no, you're not. Like, motherfucker, did you pay for it? or did your ancestors just steal like they stole everything else in this fucking exhibit?
She was a little bit upset about that. She's like,
glad he poisoned her ass. That's all right. But don't get canceled anyway.
No, North America, not Canada. I'm trying to find United States police brutality in the United States. Jesus Christ, dude, this is fucking awful.
It's always been around, but it got predominantly more worse ever since towards the end of the Obama administration, towards the beginning of Trump's administration. I'm trying to think. Whenever that movie came out before
it came out 2018.
It came out before happened. Before Ferguson happened and before
No, Ferguson was 2014.
Oh, okay.
Black Panther was 2018, and Jacob Blake in Kenosha, that was 2020. But I'm pretty sure when did Sandra Bland happen? That was before. Yeah, I think Sandra Bland happened around that time. And there was a guy that they put in the back of a van and they started driving crazy, and it fucked it, and like he broke his neck. It's so many of them. Like you can't even remember them. But it's all been just teaming up. Like people have been upset at the system for so long for just treating people like shit and then getting away with it, not even being punished.
Get paid vacation,
like being praised. Like there are people out there praising people that you got killed by the cops. Well, you should have did what they said, and we're gonna stick up for them. Or you stole a Snickers bar when you were 7, so you deserved it. Like you
should just comply.
Yeah, unless it's January 6th. That's the only day we don't comply. Yeah, it's
yo, random. I'm glad you said that shit. You motherfuckers better be happy I wasn't a security guard on that day.
I done shooting motherfuckers.
Bruh, my fucking KD ratio on that day would have been epic.
Yeah, I would definitely open fire.
What? I would have treated that shit like Call of Duty. I would have been.
Oh my goodness. Damn. Okay.
Been wilding.
Yeah, yeah, you should have got bucked up. All right, that's our top 5 list for
bad guys we root for.
Bad guys to root for. If you have any bad guys you'd like to root for, place them below. And while you're doing that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And hit that bell icon so you can be notified the next time we go live.
Helps out the channel a lot. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Anybody who shared. You can catch me on Mondays and Wednesdays. Trap House Gamers Entertainment, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And the CEO on Threads and on Twitter. I'm not calling that shit X. It's always Twitter.
And I hope you and you can catch me. I don't know. I've just been doing my circus work. I'm gonna go practice some handstands. So you can catch me. You can catch me on Instagram. eMoney Grip Skin Tight Jeans. I'm in the top 5 of this cooking competition, Fave Chef. So throw me a vote so I can win. I'm currently 4th right now. So I'm going to need some votes. Yes. Okay, my free vote was received. $10 donation gets 20 votes. Okay. All right, so thank you for all your time today, everyone. Let's have fun with the rest of this Saturday, because it's going to be a hot one soon. So make sure you check on your old people. Make sure they're nice and cool. Stay hydrated. And make sure to love everybody.
And don't forget, get your pet spayed or neutered.
Yes. Yes, get your pet spayed and neutered. Thank you for your time today, and we'll see you on the other stream. Peace.